podcast number 7, The Power of Loving and Accepting Yourself. Welcome, dear listeners. Today, we are going to talk about something very close to the heart, self-love and self-acceptance. Have you ever taken a moment to think about how you feel about yourself? Do you treat yourself with kindness, or are you often too hard on yourself? In this podcast, I want to take you on a journey to explore why it is so important to love and accept yourself just as you are. Self-love is about being kind to yourself. It means recognizing your worth and treating yourself with the same compassion you would show to a dear friend. But sometimes, we forget to do this. We focus on our mistakes, our flaws, and the things we think we should change. Have you ever found yourself looking in the mirror and not liking what you see? Or have you ever felt that you are not good enough? These feelings are common, but they can be very harmful if we don't address them. Loving yourself is not about being perfect. It's about accepting who you are, with all your strengths and weaknesses. Have you ever thought about what makes you unique? Maybe it's your kindness, your sense of humor, or your ability to listen to others. These are the things that make you special, and they are worth celebrating. But to love yourself, you need to first accept yourself. This means embracing all parts of who you are, even the parts you may not like. Self-acceptance is the first step to self-love. It's about acknowledging where you are in your life right now, without judgment. Have you ever felt like you are not where you should be, or that you are not doing enough? These thoughts can be heavy and make you feel stuck. But when you accept yourself as you are, you free yourself from these negative feelings. You start to see that you are doing the best you can, and that is enough. When you love and accept yourself, you give yourself the permission to heal and grow. Have you ever felt broken or hurt and didn't know how to move forward? Self-love is the key to healing. It's about giving yourself the time and space to feel your emotions, to understand them, and to learn from them. It's okay to take a step back, to rest, and to take care of yourself. You deserve it. Self-love also helps you to understand yourself better. Have you ever taken the time to really get to know yourself? To understand what you need, what makes you happy, and what makes you feel safe? These are important questions to ask, because when you know yourself, you can take better care of yourself. You can make choices that are right for you, and you can set boundaries that protect your well-being. Loving yourself means knowing that you are enough, just as you are. Have you ever felt like you need to change to be accepted by others? Maybe you feel like you need to be thinner, smarter, or more successful. But the truth is, you don't need to change to be loved. You are already worthy of love and acceptance, just as you are. When you love yourself, you stop comparing yourself to others. You start to appreciate your own journey, your own path, and your own progress. Self-acceptance also means forgiving yourself for your mistakes. Have you ever made a mistake and couldn't stop thinking about it? Maybe you replayed it over and over in your mind, feeling guilty or ashamed. But mistakes are a part of life. They are how we learn and grow. When you forgive yourself, you let go of the past and make room for the future. You give yourself the chance to move forward, to try again, and to do better. Self-love and self-acceptance are not always easy. They take time, patience, and practice. Have you ever felt like you are your own worst critic? Maybe you are quick to judge yourself, to point out your flaws, and to focus on what you think you are doing wrong. But imagine how different your life would be if you treated yourself with kindness instead. If you spoke to yourself with love and compassion, how would that change the way you feel about yourself? It's important to remember that self-love is a journey, not a destination. Have you ever felt like you should be more loving towards yourself, but didn't know where to start? The journey of self-love begins with small steps. It starts with being kind to yourself, with acknowledging your efforts, and with giving yourself credit for all that you do. It's about being patient with yourself, especially when things are hard. Self-love also means taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. Have you ever felt drained, exhausted, or overwhelmed? These are signs that you need to take care of yourself. This could mean getting enough rest, eating nourishing food, or doing something that makes you happy. It's about listening to your body and giving it what it needs to feel good. It's about taking care of your mind by letting go of negative thoughts and by filling your life with positivity. Loving yourself also means celebrating your successes, no matter how small they are. Have you ever achieved something, but didn't take the time to celebrate it? Maybe you felt like it wasn't enough, or that you should have done more. But every achievement, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. It's a sign that you are moving forward, that you are growing, and that you are making progress. When you celebrate your successes, you boost your self-esteem and build confidence in yourself. Self-love and self-acceptance are powerful tools for personal growth. Have you ever felt like you were stuck in a cycle of negative thoughts, self-doubt, or fear? These feelings can hold you back from living the life you want. But when you love and accept yourself, you break free from these limitations. You start to see your potential, your strengths, and your abilities. You start to believe in yourself and in your power to create the life you want. Self-love also means setting boundaries and saying no when you need to. Have you ever felt overwhelmed because you said yes to too many things? Maybe you felt like you had to please others, or that you didn't want to disappoint anyone. But when you say yes to everything, you can easily burn out. Loving yourself means knowing when to say no and understanding that it's okay to prioritize your own needs. It's okay to take care of yourself first so that you can be your best self for others. When you love and accept yourself, you also attract positive relationships into your life. Have you ever noticed that when you feel good about yourself, you attract people who treat you with respect and kindness? This is because self-love sets the standard for how others treat you. When you value yourself, you don't settle for less than you deserve. You surround yourself with people who lift you up, who support you, and who love you for who you are. Self-love and self-acceptance are not about being selfish or putting yourself above others. They are about understanding that you deserve to be happy, to be loved, and to be accepted. When you love yourself, you become more compassionate, more empathetic, and more understanding towards others. You realize that we are all on our own journeys, and that we all deserve kindness and love. As we come to the end of this podcast, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your relationship with yourself. How do you treat yourself? Are you kind to yourself, or are you often too hard on yourself? Remember that you are worthy of love and acceptance, just as you are. You don't need to change or be someone else to be loved. You are enough, and you deserve to be happy. Take the time to practice self-love and self-acceptance every day. Be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress. Remember that self-love is a journey, and that every step you take towards loving and accepting yourself is a step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this podcast has inspired you to love yourself a little more, to accept yourself just as you are, and to see the beauty and strength within you. You deserve all the love and happiness in the world, and it all starts with loving yourself.